So, wala pa po yung iba. So, sunod na lang po yung iba. Si Miss Rose after ano daw, 20 minutes. So, good evening po. For today's discussion will be last of the components of the foundations of education. So, yesterday we did historical foundations of education. First, we tackled about psychological foundations, and then legal basis or legal foundations of education, philosophical foundations of education. And now we will have sociological and anthropological foundations of education. So from the word sociological, sociology, society, or social. So we'll be discussing the science of human being, the science of man with regards to society, human behavior, experiences, and also anthropology. This is the science that studies of what makes us human, our experiences long before that have an effect or that have contributions to education. That's why sociological and anthropological foundation of education. So let's proceed. So when we speak about sociology, this is the science of man and society, the relationship of man to to his environment, to the society, the community, to the people around him. So it studies the patterns of human behavior long before and or up to date. So it is also the study of groups and societies and how they affect the people. So how does society or group of people affect the inhabitants, the people around? That is sociology. So the group of organized individuals who think of themselves as a distinct group, they live together, sharing the same culture, occupying the same territory, what else? Interrelated and interacted with one another. They recruit members by intergroup sexual reproduction and has a shared comprehensive culture with common shared attitudes, sentiments, and aspirations, as well as goals, is what we call as society. Okay, that's what let's say society of engineers, society of teachers. So distinct group who live together, sharing the same culture. Like all of us, Filipino society, because we have the same culture and we are living in the same territory. And moreover, this group of people are interacting, interconnecting, interrelating with one another. For, let's say, because they have a common culture, they have shared attitudes, aspirations, and goals. They help one another, in short. So that's what makes a society. Okay, so that is sociology and society. Let's find out the the foundation of education with the society. So, of course, the process of adapting or conforming to the common needs and interests of a social group, di ba sabi natin within the society, may mga nag-interact na people, is what we call as socialization. Okay? Because we need human beings. We need our fellow. We need we need companions. Socialization also is the process whereby people learn the attitudes, values, and actions appropriate to individuals as members of a particular society. Where a member of a group learns and internalizes the norms and standards of the other member among whom she or he lives. Okay? That is the process of socialization. So sociology, society, socialization. Now, what are the agents of socialization? Where do we get this process? Where will this process be, let's say, where should we undertake this process of socialization as a human being, as a man in a society? So what are the agents? So one, the first is the family. It's a basic. The smallest social institution whose members are united by blood, marriage, or adoption, constituting a household and having a common culture. Siyempre, wala naman sigurong family na magkakaiba ng culture sa loob. Okay? So, each of the members of the family are united by blood and culture, having the same culture. So, ang unang socialization natin sa family. It means we are learning things from the family. That's very important also in knowing our learners. Kailangan din natin malaman kung anong nangyayari sa family. Family background. That's why we are asking learners profile, anong trabaho ng nanay niya, tatay niya, ilan sila magkakapatid, saan sila nakatira. Okay. Next is, of course, the school or education. This is established by society for the basic enculturation of the group. Ano ba ang enculturation? Yung matututunan mo yung culture. You are embracing the culture of a particular group. So that is done in the school. School also is an agency which makes student learns how to value oneself and eventually how to value others. It is an agency organized by society for the basic function of teaching and learning. So, dyan nagaganap yung basic teaching and learning process sa school, which is a very powerful contributor of socialization, of the socialization process. What else? The church. Bakit sa church? Kasi we are interacting with people in the church with our common belief, common faith, common goals. And we have, this should be mass media. Because we, especially at this moment, at this generation, the role of media is very powerful. Diyan na nakiki-interact ang mga learners natin, media, especially the social media. So nagiging powerful na yan. Ngayon, sa ating situation ngayon, minsan mas powerful na ang social media kaysa sa family, kaysa sa school. More so with the church kasi diyan na nakatutok ngayon ang mga learners. So Those are agents of socialization. Now, what are these social institutions? So according to Anthony Giddens, social institutions are enduring features of social life. Ano yung mga groups sa society na same din sa agents of socialization in which nandoon yung culture, norms, social relations, performing a social role in society. Like for example, government, family, and other groups of people. So parang din doon sa agents of socialization kanina. With recognizable social interaction and norms of conduct. These social institutions or agents of socialization has the following characteristics. For social purpose, we have different institutions, departments, government services to satisfy our social needs, like the school for our educational needs, the church for our spiritual needs. Okay? Permanence. Institutions are relatively permanent. That's one of the characteristics. Like in our society, yung different departments natin, may kanya-kanya ring role yan. May kanya-kanyang objectives. Enforcing rules and regulations, or these are institutions that governs our behavior. So, sino yung nag-enforce ng mga rules and regulations? Mga different government departments. Like for example, Department of Security, National Defense, yung Philippine National Police. For security, Department of Health, for health purposes, they enforce rules and regulations. And then, social institution also promotes values. This institution exerts social pressure regarding right conduct. Like in the school, syempre doon meron tayong mga let's say vision mission ng school to promote formation of values. What else? Excellence in academics. What else? Value transformation, right conduct, good moral and right conduct. So social institution is characterized by social purpose, permanence, enforce rules and regulations, and promotes values. Okay. That is for social institution. Ngayon ko lang nakita yung ano mo, sir, yung no audio. Okay ba ang audio? Okay. Now, so what are these institutional group or agencies for education? So same as in the agents of socialization, but let's discuss this in details. There are three very important groups that serve as agencies for learning. Pero dito, four, nilagay ko lang ang asterisk ng pang four because I think the government has, or also the government plays a very important role as an agent of education. So first is family. So as we discussed a while ago, family is the smallest social institution. What are the educational function of the family or at home? Health education. Doon natin natututunan, doon unang natututo dapat ang learner or mga learners natin. So dinidevelop lang nila when they go to school. Nag-a-add lang sila ng knowledge, nag-acquire lang sila ng input, learnings from the school. So health education, we teach proper food intake, proper hygiene sa bahay. Very important din ang spiritual, moral, and desirable social values. How are we going to deal with people in the society spiritually, morally? Through ethics, morality, religion. What else? Socialization. Psychomotor and manipulative skills. Siyempre sa bahay natin natutunan ang unang, let's say, how to walk, how to dance, how to use the kitchen tools, utensils, all manipulative skills, psychomotor skills. Recreational skills, academic skills like reading, writing, arithmetic, or arithmetic. Siyempre sa bahay din natututunan lahat yan. So a family is a group of people affiliated by consanguinity, affinity, and co-residence. So ano yung mga laman ng family? Conjugal family. Ito yung parang first degree. Husband, wife, children. And then consanguinity consists of parent and his or her children and other people. Matrilocal family consists of a mother and her children. Diba meron tayong affinity, yung consanguinity, affinity, yung first degree, second degree, kung nandun pa nakatira ang mga pinsan mo, yung lola at lola mo. Kasi yun ang ano natin na Filipino yun ang isa sa what we call this positive trait or values of us Filipinos. Yung meron tayong family oriented, ang tawag doon, very yung mahal natin ang family. Family orientedness. Next is the school. School as an agent, an institution, of course, it's a center of learning. And, syempre, it was established by society in which the accumulated experiences of the past generations are passed on to the incoming generation by means of systematized programs of instruction. Kaya pinag-aaralan din natin yung historical foundation, what else? Philosophical foundation. Kasi we need to know the accumulated experiences. Kasi wala tayong magiging K-12 curriculum ngayon kung hindi na-base yan sa mga accumulated experiences ng previous people from the society. So through systematized program of instruction. Kaya nag-i-improve naman tayo every now and then. Kaya nag-change din ang ating curriculum. Depende sa pangangailangan ng ating mga learners. Okay? Kaya after K-12, siguro magkakaroon na naman ng bagong curriculum. Especially kung yung mga, let's say, yung period of automation ngayon. Kasi what else? Yung product of yung Industrial Revolution. We are on the verge of entering the 5th Industrial Revolution. Yung ano na siya, yung purely digital education, digital transformation, advances in technology. So, kailangan mag-change ang curriculum to cater the needs of the learners. Kasi nag-iiba yan. So, according to Dr. Adelaida Bago in her book, Social Dimensions in Philippine Education, two possible purpose or roles of schools are there are those who believe that one role of the school is to educate citizens to fit into the society. Bakit nga ba tayo nagtuturo? Bakit nag-aaral ang mga bata? So sabi niya, to educate citizens to fit into the society. So, para makasurvive sila sa society, para mahanap nila kung saan talaga sila belong, para mabuhay sa society. And the other one is to educate citizens to change the society. Because the society keeps on changing. Nag-change kasi lagi yan. Depende sa generation. Depende sa time. So as teachers or as instrument of school, as an agent of socialization, kailangan talaga din nating mag-upgrade, mag-leverage. So those are the two roles of school, to fit into the society and to change the society. Kailangan natin, di ba meron tayong social reconstructionism as a philosophy? Kasi yun, yung to be able for them or the learners to become responsible citizens in improving, developing, and making a progressive society. Kasi baka yung mga rules ngayon, yung mga kind of jobs na meron tayo ngayon sa society, baka hindi yan applicable in the future. Or yung mga generation ngayon, baka pagdating ng araw, yung mga natututunan nila sa school, hindi na yan applicable. Kasi nga, nag-change. Very drastic ang change ng society. So specific purposes of school are the following. Cognitive purposes. So when we say cognitive, siyempre that denotes yung intellectual domains ng isang tao, isang learner. Like teaching the basic cognitive skills such as reading, writing, speaking. Political purposes, inculcation of patriotism and loyalty to the existing political order. So political purpose. So schools are formed or constructed to teach our children patriotism and loyalty to the existing political order. Siyempre, kung anong rules, anong regulation for orderliness, kailangan nilang sundin. Social purposes. Primarily, the school concerns with the socialization of citizens into their various roles in the society. Ano ba ang role ng mga estudyante sa society? Ano ang role ng teacher sa society? And then economic purposes, it involves training and preparation of the citizens for the world of work. Yun naman ang natin. We are preparing them. Yung notion kasi natin ngayon na bakit ka ba nag-aaral? Para makahanap ng trabaho in the future. Is that so? Ngayon, baka hindi na masyadong applicable yun. Kasi mostly ngayon, ang tawag doon, may term doon diskarte na lang sa buhay ang mas angat ngayon ang diskarte sa buhay. Kahit di ka nagkapag-aral, kung madiskarte ka, mabubuhay ka. Meron naman yung kahit nakuha mo na lahat ng levels ng education, doctorate, postdoctorate, lahat-lahat. Pero hindi naman maganda ang buhay mo. Wala din. Okay? So for economic purposes, so specifically, schools are constructed for cognitive, political, social, and economic purposes. Okay, roles of the school, ito in details. The school as an agent of socialization, as we have mentioned. Why? Because children learn how to get along with other students in the school. Natututo sila sa values, behavior ng kanilang mga kaibigan, classmates, teachers, and other adults in the society. Social ethics are taught in the schools. The student government trains the students to become good leaders and followers. Kaya ni-encourage din talaga yung mga student body organization, club organization sa mga schools. Kasi we are training our students to become good leaders and followers in the future. The school prepares the individual to become worthy members of the society by making them aware of their responsibilities. Kaya nga tayo nagtuturo. Okay? Kasi ang ano natin, minsan ang common goal natin to mold young minds, to prepare students to become responsible citizens in the world, in the society, mga ganon. Kasi let's say kung ang bata, pagkatapos niyang mag-aral, naging criminal, naging delinquente, magigilty ka rin as the teacher. Siyempre, sasabihin mo na, ala, yun ba yung natutunan niya sa school? Bakit siya naging ganyan? Hindi naman siya ganyan na nag-aaral siya. So, the school, as an agent of socialization, to prepare this individual to become worthy members of society, ay hindi na-attain. You prepared that kind of student kung anong gusto mong tutulungan mo siya kung anong gusto niyang direction sa buhay, pero napunta lang pala sa ganun. Ay yung mga corrupt public servants. What else? Yung bang nag-iba ang direction. So it means the school prepared for him, pero hindi niya minsan nakalimutan niya yung mga natutunan niya. Kasi ang school naman, di naman talaga yan nagkukulang, kumbaga, sa pangaral, even the family. So nasa tao yan sa direction niya. Even after school. What else? School as an agent of cultural transmission. Because culture can be transferred through dalawang process, enculturation and acculturation. Ano ba ang enculturation? The passing on of group custom, belief, and traditions from one generation to the next generation. Enculturation yun ha. Passing. Same. Yung belief mo, pinapass on siya. Ang acculturation naman, learning other culture. Matututo ka sa iba. The passing of customs, belief, and traditions through interaction, intermarriages, through reading. Did you get the difference? So, enculturation, matututo ka sa kung anong culture meron ka sa society. You are going to embrace kung anong belief, anong custom and tradition na meron kayo sa community. Yun ang enculturation. Ang acculturation naman, you are learning, you are what else? You are being indoctrinated from other culture. Manggagaling sa ibang culture naman yun. Matututo ka ng ibang culture. Like for example, intermarriages. Nakipag-asawa ka ng ibang, yung asawa mo halimbawa galing sa ibang place. Iba ang kanilang culture, iba ang kanilang tradition. Pero, kailangan mong embrace kasi mag-asawa nga kayo. So that is what we call as acculturation. Same is true with interaction then. If you go to other places, let's say for example, if you love traveling, kasi pagpunta mo naman sa isang lugar, magugulat ka kasi iba yung kanilang paniniwala doon. So once you embrace those beliefs, once you learn other culture and practice it, that is what we call as acculturation. Okay? So enculturation within the group, acculturation from outside. Ang culture. Siyempre, pag-aaral ng culture. What else? We are learning values and attitudes formation in the school as an agent of what you call this cultural transmission through the lessons provided by the teachers. Culture can be transmitted through field trips, experiential learning, experimentation, group dynamics. So these are all socialization process. Yung simple na pakikipag-socialize mo sa iba, especially our learners, na itatransmit ang culture. Mag-field trip ka nga lang, tapos marami kang matututunan na ibang bagay, and then you will practice, that is acculturation. Okay? Because culture can be transmitted. What else? Knowledge about the latest development in science and technology and about the nations and people of the world can be acquired through different learning activities. Yung panonood lang ng TV, pagbabasa ng news about other countries, you will come to learn their culture. Okay? What else? The school also is an agent of cultural change. Kanina, transmission. Ngayon, change na. Nag-change na yung culture. Okay? So, kumbaga, let's say, matututo ka sa kultura nila, then may pass on sa'yo, that's transmission. Yung cultural change naman, kung totally na i-adapt mo na yung culture. Cultural changes are best discussed in the school. Kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng ng mga philosophies, ng mga paniniwala. Kasi naliliwanagan ang mga estudyante dahil sa mga tinuturo natin. And from there, doon sila pipili kung ano ang gusto nilang paniwalaan. Because cultural changes are best discussed in the school. Education is transferring of culture. Norm, what is considered normal is basically based on the number of people practicing a certain behavior. Yan ang sinasabi nating norm. Like for example, ano ba ang iba? Example ng norm. Yung pinapractice ng karamihan, kailangan doon ka din mag-follow. Kasi yun yung normal eh. Like sa atin, sa Christianity, ang culture natin ay isa lang ang magiging asawa. Kasi yun ang pinapractice natin. So yun ang paniniwalaan natin. Sa others, let's for example, sa Islamic culture, they can perform polygamy. Pwede silang mag-asawa until 4 or 3, 2, 3, gano'n. Kasi pinapractice din yun ng karamihan sa kanila. Kaya yun ang kanilang culture. Okay? So, that is the norm. So, it's less than a minute. So, shall we stop muna, sir? And then, i-add na lang natin. Don't worry, by next meeting, ano na tayo? Next week pa daw kasi yung renewal.